to count on my hand. I couldn't fathom it. I had to count on my hands. That's the kind of CPA I am. Anyway, 8-figure earner, #1 cash flow, MVP, amazing wife, 4 kids, and what I'm most impressed about is the levels of MVPs that he's got on his team. He is just an example of what you focus on expands. And so let's give it up to your MVP, Eric Olson!
Introducing at UNLV's Thomas and Mack Center, field chairman Eric Olson.
Did you know that MVP means most valuable people? I'm just blessed to be a great coach on this incredible team called Pinnacle. Did you know that today is the first day of the rest of your life? Did you know that today is a new era in WFG? WFG is a good company, but we're about to become a great company, right? You're pretty good at this business, but you're about to become great at this business. Who's ready to go from good to great? Hey, I want you to know that sometimes you have to give up good to get great. You know, today I'm going to talk about MVP mindset, and I'm blessed, to be MVP back-to-back the last couple years, but guess what? It's not about me, it's about the team. Team is together, everyone achieves more. And I want you to know this business gets fun when you find someone who wants it just as bad as you do. But I want you to know that you gotta want it bad first in order to find someone who wants it bad right after that. So MVP mindset. Did you know that this business is 90% mindset and only 10% skill set? So what is an MVP mindset? Number 1, you gotta have an attitude of gratitude. You gotta be a little bit more fired up, a little bit more excited, feel a little bit more blessed. I tell myself every single day, I'm better today than I was yesterday, but I'll be better tomorrow than I was today. I feel so blessed just to be a part of this organization. WFG is the best company in the world. You guys believe that? I don't know if you know, there's these little bootleg companies around there, all these little candy companies around here, these little 3-letter companies. Ain't nothing better than WFG. So just remember that. So you gotta have an attitude of gratitude. You gotta feel blessed. By the way, you should be way too blessed to be stressed. You realize that? You're way too anointed to be disappointed, right? You can do this. I want you to know, let me ask you a question. Can you lay it on the line one more time? Can you give your best effort just one more time? Now I know some of you got your heart broken in junior high. I understand that. But guess what? You can love again. You can do this. I understand some companies might have let you down, but I want you to know you can do this. So you got to have an attitude of gratitude. You got to feel blessed. You got to be fired up. You got to be pumped up. You got to be positive, and that's an MVP mindset. So that's number 1. Are you ready? Number 2, you got to be mentally tough. You got to have emotional stability. My football coach in college used to always say, never get too high on the highs and never get too low on the lows, because reality is always somewhere in the middle. So I want you to be excited after this convention, but I want you to be poised. I want you to say, you know what? I know what I got to do. Do you realize that everything happens for a reason? Isn't it a crazy story how you're even a part of this company? I want you to know you're supposed to be here. I I want you to know you're supposed to be a part of this company and you can do big things. You know, when I started here, I was only 21 years old. By the way, is anybody in the MGM Grand Arena or the UNLV Stadium here in Thomas and back in their 20s or 30s? Anybody in the room? You know, I want to give you hope. I started at 21 years old. I was only making $30,000 a year. I was playing football, and who would have ever thought that now they're paying me almost $6 million a year? Like, is that crazy, right? Guess what? But if it could happen to me, it could happen to you, right? But you got to make sure that you find that running mate. You know, I got some great running mates in my organization. We got 6 executive vice chairmen, all these CEOs, and all these incredible SMDs. We got all these great leaders. But I want you to know, the best recruit you'll ever recruit is probably your spouse. Because my wife Sandra, when I brought her in the business, my whole life changed, my whole business changed. By the way, when there's 2 people in love, on the same page, they're unstoppable. Would you guys believe that? Right? So tell your neighbors, say, we're unstoppable, honey. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. Hey, so a setback is a good time for a comeback. Doesn't how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. You got to be mentally tough in this business. You know what? A lot of people are worried about what other people think about them. I just want you to know, they're not thinking about you. You shouldn't be thinking about them. All we're trying to do is help people. Don't be afraid to help people. Think about what we do for families. We're helping people. We're changing lives. We're transforming families. You know what I ask people? They say, oh, I already own a business. I go, great. Do you have a liability business or do you have a legacy business? They said, what does that mean? I said, we have a legacy business. You know, we have 4 children. We just had a little baby girl, 6 months old. I'm so excited. Guess what? They said, Eric, you're this big football player, and right, you're intense. But when I had this little baby girl, man, I don't know, I just want to kiss her all the time. And I want you to know that I want to be my best self for my wife, for my kids, for my team, right? And you can do that here, right? You can become the best version of yourself. Now, nobody's perfect, but we should all be striving for excellence. Would you guys agree? Right? Hey, your current situation is not your final destination. You are just getting started. Write this down. Never mistake the beginning for the end. I don't care if you've been here 5 weeks or 5 months or 5 years, or quite frankly, 15 years. Never mistake the beginning for the end. You're just getting started. You're just starting to get good. This business is better right now than it's ever been. I've been doing this now 15 years, and I want you to know, the deeper you dig, the better it gets. Think about this. We help people change their lives. We have a world-class compensation plan, and guess what? We have a lot of fun. We travel the world. We actually like each other. It's an incredible business. I mean, man, I just love being a part of this company. And so having that attitude of gratitude and then becoming more mentally tough, right? That's a huge deal. But there's more, right? It's called ownership. Let me ask you, would you rather rent your dreams or own your dreams? Own. Would you rather rent a house or own a house? Would you rather rent a job or own a business? So if you want to own, you want ownership, guess what? You got to take ownership of your business. You got to take ownership of your life. I want you to write down this little equation. Who wants to be wealthy in this business? Anybody? So write this down. Mental toughness plus opportunity equals wealth. Mental toughness plus opportunity equals wealth. So you know what? I know there's a lot of people that come from a different country and they want the American dream, and I want you to know, you just found it. So if you come from another country, guess what? I know you're mentally tough, right? Like these MVPs, Daniel and Linda Fambo, were the SMD MVPs, right? They come all the way from Cameroon, Africa. They're immigrants. Guess what? I know they're mentally tough. Juan and Veronica Jaime were the EVC MVPs, right? Juan came all the way from Mexico. I know he's mentally tough. But you know what I tell people who have a job? I say, all right, so if you want wealth, you gotta be mentally tough and opportunity. right? Guess what? You're mentally tough. I can see that, but you just don't have the opportunity. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Don't take this thing for granted. Take advantage. So here's a question for all of you. I want to challenge you. I know most of you are mentally tough already, and you have this opportunity of a lifetime. What are you doing with it? Maybe is it you're not mentally tough, or are you not taking advantage of this opportunity? Because mental toughness plus opportunity equals wealth. And that's the key. Let me give you number 3 for the MVP mindset is ownership. Number 4, you gotta love this business. You gotta love this business. By the way, you're not gonna be great at something if you just like it. You gotta love it. It's called love of the game. I don't know why I am the way I am, but my butt's always burning, man. Like I'm fired up. I love this company. I love this organization, right? You can't just like it. Because guess what? There's going to be some rejection. There's going to be some no's. There's going to be some people that decide not to do this. There's going to be some clients that change their mind. But if you love it and you made a decision and you planted your flag, guess what? There's no turning back. I just want you to remember this. Anytime in your life, if you really, 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 really want something, you'll get it. Think about in your life. If you ever really, really wanted something, you'll get it. So you gotta want this business, you gotta wanna be successful, and guess what? You gotta have love for the game. Number 5, for the MVP mindset, number 5, you gotta make a big decision. You know, why did we put on this convention? WFG, we have an amazing home office. They spent so much time putting on this whole entire event. Let me ask you a question. Why did we put on this huge national convention? You wanna know the secret? Here it is, you ready? For you to make a decision. It's for you to make a decision. It's for you to get serious about your life. It's for you to get serious about your business. It's for you to go all in. Stop messing around with this thing. Stop sitting on the fence. You know, if you sit on the fence for too long, it hurts. Make a decision. You can do this. I know it's scary. I know it's fearful, but what is fear anyways? False evidence appearing real. Most of the things you fear never even happen. I talk to my leaders, I go, hey, I know it's scary, but anything you want in your life is on the other side of fear. So we did this whole entire convention for you to make a decision. Yes, you. Make a decision to get serious. Make a decision. A lot of people say, Eric, once I start making some serious money, then I'll get serious about my business. That's not how it works. It's once you get serious about your business, then you'll start making some serious money. And that's the deal. Do you guys know that only 5 months from now is 2020? 5 months from now is year 2020. And what does 2020 mean? Perfect vision. You know, in the Bible it says where there's no vision, the people perish. And guess what? You gotta have a big vision. You gotta have such a big vision that your entire team fits inside of your vision. You know, my team Pinnacle, we know our vision. We know where we're going. We know where we're going. Do you know where you're going? You gotta have vision. If you have vision, people will follow. And so because 5 months from now, it's gonna be 2020. I want you to really, really decide, make a decision. What's your plan? What's your goals? What's your vision? What are you going to do? Because guess what? Next year, coming back to this convention, who's going to be on this stage? Getting recognized. All right. I want you to make a name for yourself. I want you to change your last name forever. You know, my motto is go big or go home. And we got to do something big. This opportunity that we're in, this amazing financial services company, it's unlimited. Unlimited opportunity. You can do as big as you want. Like who wants to build a huge organization across all of North America? Anybody? All right. Well, I hope you got perfect vision. I hope that you got this vision so big. You're going to be here 2020 next year. Man, you're going to have a huge organization. Who walked around these stadiums and said, you know what, one day this whole stadium's going to be on my team? Anybody think like that? All right. You should be thinking like that. By the way, because if you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right. I want you to know that if I can do this, you can do this. Right? So I want everybody to stand up from the MGM Grand Arena to the Thomas Mack UNLV Stadium, everybody stand up. And we want to make sure we're on the same page. Because it doesn't matter what team you're on, we're all a part of WFG. And this company right here, we're about to do something big. We're about to explode. We've had our different phases. We are now entering the explosion phase. Who's ready to explode? I want to declare it now. WFG, we got a new president, we got a new CEO, we got some new products, we got some new platinum providers, we got an incredible leadership team. This is an incredible company, but all we need is you to make a big decision, to get serious about this thing, to go all in. We are now entering the explosion phase. So we're gonna get the loudest whoosh boom we've ever had in our life, and after we say whoosh boom, we're gonna say Vision 2020. Because 5 months from now is 2020. And guess what? The rest of your life will be the best of your life. I promise you that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So we need to finish this year strong. We need to finish 2019 strong. And in 2020, the explosion phase will happen. So whoosh boom as loud as you possibly can. Vision 2020. And when you say it, I want you to feel it, and I want you to mean it, and I want you to make a big decision before you get out of here. I love this company. I appreciate all of you, and we're going to go big because I know we're not going home. So here we go. Whoosh boom, Vision 2020, loud and proud. Here we go. Ready? Whoa!